Greetings everyone! Today I've got a real game changer for you, a secret sauce that's going to level up your opening game big time. So here is the deal. It's not just about cramming openings like a robot. It's about really getting what's happening in those middle game parts of the game that pop up after the opening moves that you play. I've cracked the code and I'm here to spill the beans on how to peek into the minds of players, figuring out their big strategies, know the cool pawn moves they're after, and understand why they're swapping pieces left and right. Let's say you're having big problems with the Dutch opening stone wall variation. Instead of memorizing the opening lines, what you want to be focused on are the key aspects and factors of the position. What are players playing for? What trades are they playing for, if any? What pawn breaks are they playing for? And where I'm attacking. So let's discuss the key features. In the following position, we could even make bishop d6 here, as this is the absolute main move. Black has weakened the e5 square. So instead of knowing the opening moves that lead to specific middle game positions, I would rather have my student first of all understand that it's all about, for white, controlling the e5 square and eventually establishing a piece on that square. From there, you're going to be controlling lots of very sensitive squares in the opponent's position with the knight, like c6, d7, f7, g6, etc. You're going to be blocking off the dark square bishop from later helping out black attacking the king side as well. That could sometimes be achieved by just playing knight e5, sometimes it could be supported by the bishop from b2, and at other times you could even play a knight e1, knight d3, d1, knight d2, knight f3, and then fighting for the e5 square with two knights in case one gets taken, you can take with the other one. So first of all, the fight for the e5 square. Second of all, the black's dark square bishop is absolutely awesome in this position because all of their pawns in the center are in the light color, and so this bishop is very active, plus it fights for that e5 square. Therefore, white would love to trade off the dark square bishops. That's a very useful information. And there is even a move here, bishop f4, which does damage the pawn structure slightly for white when g-pawn moves towards f4. Some could say that there are benefits to that as we get more access and control over e5, but most importantly, we're going to be trading off our bad bishop for our opponent's awesome bishop. That could also be achieved sometimes with ideas like b3 followed by bishop to e3. So in case black castles, we can play bishop to e3, and from here on we can develop a full plan where this knight could head back to c2, e1, d3, and then we're going to for sure win the control over e5 square. We will also know that our opponent can play ideas and defensive moves that are trying to prevent our poison. For instance, they could play queen e7. Now, if it's possible, we want to know ways how to overcome that. And we could learn about ideas like bishop b2, playing queen to c1, preparing bishop a3, and later still making that trade. Idea number 3 is that white wants to play on the queen side because they have more space on that side of the board. You could see that the c4 pawn of white is more advanced than c6, therefore white can more easily move the pieces to the queen side, therefore that's where we're going to try and build up the attack. So that could be including later ideas like b4, b5, or playing the queen to c2 and rook to c1 and taking on d5, followed by b4, b5 maybe, or if they're going to be taking with the c pawn, the c file can get open and we can be developing counterplay on that side of the board. So the key aspects of the position of this middle game would be the fight for the e5 square, white would love to trade off the dark square bishops, and white's counterplay is going to be on the queen side. Now, we also want to be aware of the black's ideas. Black has space on the king side, therefore they will have more easy way to bring the pieces to the king side, therefore they will be having a king side attack. They could achieve that by playing knight to e4, a wonderful outpost for their knight. Black can follow it up later with all kind of pawn breaks like h5, h4, g5, g4, f4, etc, etc. Another aspect of the position is that black has big problems with their light square bishop. Therefore, they have to execute this plan, bishop d7, bishop e8, bishop h5 very often in the structure in order to activate their bishop. Another way of solving that problem for black would be playing b6 followed by bishop e7 and then executing the pawn break c6 to c5. Now that you know where white is attacking, where black is attacking, what trades players want to make, and what main pawn breaks are they playing for, you can start working on your move order. And only then you'll be fully comfortable in playing the openings that you're actually playing, because once you develop the pieces castle, you're not going to be lost. You will know exactly what main middle game plans are for. This is called the goal, and then the moves that you're going to be selecting are just the means to execute that goal. If you would like to hear more, consider hiring me as your personal online chess coach. My contacts are on the left. I'll be waiting for your comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you perhaps in part 2 of this video lesson if you would like me to talk more about this. Thank you.